Dr. Aphra Issue 2 goes back to the past where at the University of Barleth, a young Aphra awakens from sleeping all through her class, telling Ustica that she knows Professor Sava's material back and front, and besides, Ustica was also busy looking up High Republic lore on her datapad. The woman defends her dissertation research, but Aphra tells her she worries too much about what other people think, kissing her and taking her leave. In the present on the Archangel 3, Ustica questions Aphra's route to Dianth, but Aphra reassures her former flame that she is always right. TA soon comes with a message, opening a hologram from Ronin Tag. Lucky calms Deda, telling her that it's just a recorded message, as Ronin's message says that despite the lack of tact on his mercenary's behalf, he is still interested in working with Ustica to find the Rings of Vaale. Ustica doesn't want to listen, since there's already one liar aboard the ship. The message continues, however, and Ronin threatens that should she not agree to his terms, he will show no mercy and will do anything to get the rings. Ronin signs off, saying goodbye to Aphra specifically, making Lucky question what that meant. Aphra knows it's a story and a half, but Ustica makes her spill it, so Aphra explains that a while ago she did a job for Ronin, but they came to a disagreement. She remembers how she acquired some rare coral from Alderaan's polar sea, something that doesn't exist anymore since the planet was destroyed. Aphra knows that the man has a thing about other people touching precious items, leading to him destroying said items, so she couldn't in good conscience hand over a priceless artifact only for it to be destroyed. Aphra, however, let the man pay her. Then she stole the item back, along with a few other things, and when she says a few, she means literally everything that wasn't bolted down in the man's collection. Ronin eventually got some of the pieces he owned back, buying them off the black market for 3 times the price. Ustica knows that Ronin was a fool to ever trust Aphra, but now he's a fool with a vendetta and he won't be allowed to interfere with their research on the rings. Soon they arrive at Dianth, landing and quickly finding the lost city of Vaale. Deda can't believe it's actually real as they enter the lost city, looking at the supposed living stone which doesn't actually move. Suddenly Deda encounters a wailing face in the stone, saying she saw it move, as Aphra says that she's got a bad feeling, since they should be walking on ruins right now, but the city looks almost brand new. Lucky soon starts hearing high-pitched sounds no one else can hear, with Deda thinking it might be the creepy wailing face carvings. They suddenly catch a glimpse of something moving, causing the group to move closer together, but Ustica goes missing. Running through the streets, they soon come across the professor, who has discovered the workshop of the architects of the Vaale. Aphra notes that the mural on the ground isn't just art, it's a map and it leads to the workshop that is right under them. Finding a trapdoor, the group head down, discussing the architects of the Vaale and how this find is the most substantial evidence of them ever. Aphra notes that the murals are from the High Republic, thinking that she should decorate her ship with similar art. Ustica knows that the images are warnings, since the rings are to be used together, not separately, as the ring with the sapphire gem grants eternal life, but drives the wearer mad, and the crimson ring gives incredible fortune, but quickens the wearer's death. But wearing them together will bless the user with eternal fortune, eternal life, and the abilities to rival that of a powerful Force user. Aphra knows that Ronin can't actually believe all of that, but Ustica knows that regardless of the power, the rings are priceless. They soon find a huge sealed door, knowing it to be the entrance to the workshop, which they need to get into. Lucky continues to be plagued by the sound as Deda checks over the door, finding a keyhole. Suddenly she is set upon by a crawling mutated being, who warns them to leave the cursed place. The walls begin wailing again, and Deda wonders if these could be the architects, all cursed by the madness of eternal life by the rings. Aphra kills the mutated man, putting him out of his misery and reminding the group that there's a difference between a curse and a mutation, saying that the door, while creepy, isn't alive. The group focus on getting the door open, with Chrysanthemum wanting to blow it open, but Aphra tells the Wookiee that they can do that if all else fails. Ustica thinks that maybe a key isn't needed, but another device, and the lock is just a decoy, wanting to consult the murals for clues. As Lucky goes with her, the others scour the room, with Aphra knowing that something isn't adding up, and maybe there is something about the city that's making them all hallucinate. Aphra asks the returning Lucky how many arms the mutant she just killed had, learning he saw 6, but Detta knows that that's not what she saw at all, as she finds a device hidden in the wall, thinking it could be the key. The device suddenly makes loud noises, so the group shoot it, destroying it. Doing so causes the ground beneath them to break open, causing the group to fall into the hole. Aphra, however, is rescued by Detta, but soon find they aren't safe as Ronan's men have arrived, knowing they arrived too late to apprehend Professor Ustica, but luckily she isn't the only one who can lead them to the Rings of the Vaale. Dr. Aphra issue 2 was a fun continuation of the Indiana Jones inspired adventures of the titular doctor and her friends. There was some really great character development done through this issue for all the new team members, each showing their role on the team and how it fits into finding this lost city and the rings. The horror aspects of the book were really well done as well, and I love the spooky wailing wolves and the mutated explorers warning others to stay away. All classic adventure serial stuff with a Star Wars twist. I'm loving the chemistry between all of the team members as well, and Aphra's ties to them all getting explored is really great, and I always love that it's always someone that she's had, a fling with or double-crossed at some point. It adds to kind of like the humor as well as the drama to the character. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.